One of the things I did learn from my parents about parenting is how important healthy relationships are and that parenting is hard and that's okay. That there is no such thing as a perfect parent. Parenting is just parenting and you do the best you can with the time and knowledge that you have with your children. What I wish I knew about parenting before becoming a parent is how sacred it was to become a mother. I know now or have come to realize by learning from other individuals how becoming a parent really is a life transformation and that it can be a positive experience. It can be a fulfilling experience, and that I'm going to be the most important and influential person in this baby's life, whether I realize it at the moment or not. Reflecting back, I wish I could have heard that at an earlier age because I think I would have carried myself or thought of myself differently from the beginning instead of thinking that I came from this place of deficit or burden. Because I became parent at the age of 19 and I had my first son at 20, I did experience stigma, and becoming a confident parent was a challenge for me. And so, as a young mother, I think I would have liked to have had that kind of empowerment, that mindset, because I think I would have believed in myself more as a mother. I would have made decisions with more strength in myself. I know my younger parent self really needed that. And I think all parents need that in some way or another. I think it's actually vital to our existence that our parenting practices evolve and grow and become better because as Native parents and caregivers of Native parents and caregivers, we are still experiencing as a population the effects to some degree or another historical trauma. So to me, it makes a lot of sense. For example, a person like my maternal grandmother, who was an amazing person, who I knew cared about us and did her very best to provide for us, could not or know how to express things like warmth, nurturing, patience. And so, whether it was intentionally or unintentionally, some of those firm parenting behaviors also continued through my mother. The difference, though, has been that I have seen my mom begin to try to understand why it was the way it was between her and her mother, and to also try to do things differently. And I think also to begin to repair some aspects of it that were hurtful. And then I saw glimpses of my grandmother and mother's parenting style in myself when I became a parent. No matter what our history has been, we always have the choice to begin to parent differently, to try to do better, to become better parents. I think as Acoma people, as Native people, we all have our creation story. And so at some point, we were all created from the first parent or caregiver. And so we've been parenting and caregiving since time immemorial. So I think it is what our ancestors would expect of us, that it is both an honor and a responsibility to continue to grow and become better parents and caregivers of children so that we can continue thriving as a people.